Today we have a very interesting topic, and that is opium. Now, before we go into the homeopathic opium, we also should know what is the action of opium in the crude form. Why I'm telling you this is it will help you to know opium better in the homeopathic form, because opium is one of the drugs which are used for nasha. Nasha के लिए one of the drugs is opium. Normally, when we talk about nasha, we talk about tobacco, then we talk about alcohol, then we also talk about cannabis indica, then charas, ganja, that is cannabis indica, and LSD, that is known as acids, and one of them is opium. Now, remember one thing, my dear friends, alcohol and tobacco and even cannabis indica, that is ganja, they are more of a habitual drugs. They make it a habit. In case a person doesn't get alcohol for 8 days, or if he doesn't get tobacco for 8 days, or if he doesn't get ganja or cannabis indica for 8 days, he doesn't die. He may not feel very easy, or he'll feel uneasy, or he may not get sleep, or he may not get appetite for few days, but later on he gets used to it. But that's not the case with opium. Opium it is not habitual, but it causes, what do you call it? It is not a habitual remedy, but it causes, what is the right word? Addiction. It causes addiction. Thanks, man. It causes addiction. It is an addicting remedy. Now, what is an addiction? When the body doesn't get that particular drug at that particular time, a person can go into severe symptoms. They may include severe headache, they may include severe body ache, they may include a cold turkey. Cold turkey is the hair, they stand like a apaksha umedwar. They stand like apaksha umedwar. All hair on the body, they stand erect. That is known as cold turkey. Turkey, ulta pakaji komdi. So this is a cold turkey. A person can go into cold turkey if he doesn't get that drug. So opium is one of the remedies which can cause addiction. Now remember, my dear friends, opium was used for, basically opium is used for painlessness. Now what do I mean by painlessness? There is to be a reward of 1,000 rupees when this trucks used to come from trucks full of apple. They used to come from Delhi to Mumbai. If the truck reached in 48 hours, they were to Bhaikal market. There was that time New Bombay market wasn't there, so it was Bhaikal market. So the reward was 48, in between 48 hours. The reward was 1,000 rupees, whereas the truck drivers were getting payment of 250, 300 rupees per month, whereas the reward was 1,000 rupees. So what the Sardars used to do? First of all, they are basically hardcore taskmasters. So they used to load the truck. A truck of 12 tons capacity was loaded with 20 tons, and they used to start from Delhi, or opium. It looks like a tar, dambar. So they used to make a round of opium. They just stick it to the pallet, and they just start driving. They used to drive day in and day out, day and night, for 48 hours, and they used to reach Vaikra market within 48 hours to claim that reward of 1,000 rupees. Now, why I'm telling you this? This opium, this opium, despite of no sleep, despite of no appetite, I mean, he didn't even stop to eat. No drinking, no eating, no sleeping, and plus he didn't even stop to pass his tools to get this reward of 1000 rupees. And this was इसका ये सब किमया था opium का. So opium used to make him painless. When we see him, it is one of the characters I am talking about. It is to make this person painless, no pain. The body never should. See, remember, my dear friends, if, for example, if you don't get proper 8 hours of sleep, if you get used to getting 8 hours of sleep, and if you don't get 8 hours of sleep, next day you feel tired. If you are used to passing stools twice a day, and second time if it misses, you feel restless. So these are all signs of a different kind of pain. This is a different kind of pain altogether. So here opium becomes painless. Now another example I like to give you of opium in the crude form. When the opium is purified 12 times, it becomes morphine. Morphine, and the medical terminology is petadine. Now today we have got this morphine, and the different kinds of injections are there. So morphine was, when opium was 12 times purified, it is to become morphine. So during the Second World War, where, remember, my dear friends, war is a very expensive thing. During the Second World War, 5 crore people lost their life. Not 1, 2. 5 crore janta mar gayi during the Second World War. Such amount of violence, amount of autocracies were committed that time. It is tremendous. It is tremendous. Remember, my dear friend, during the last 10 days of when all the Allied forces were around Berlin to catch Hitler, last 10 days, 80,000 women were raped in Germany. So these are the autocracies of war. And war is not a solution for anything. I'm sorry to drift away from the subject, but during Second World War, during the fight going on, so the primitive conditions, like one doctor for one battalion, and the battalion is to be spread, one battalion almost 1,000 Jawans. So this battalion is to be spread all over. Sometimes there is to be 2 doctors, or one doctor for 2 battalions or 3 battalions. One doctor is to be looking at. So someone is to get a bullet in his, or some part of the body. For example, if they get a bullet in the legs, so they were sitting in the trenches. So with the bullet, there used to be a lot of mud going to the wound, and the wound used to get infected. Now, when the wound is to get infected, this wound, definitely the wound is to turn into gangrene. So to save the life, the nursing assistant is to give him 2 cc's of morphine. That person was given, who was injured person was given in the trench itself, 2 cc's of morphine. Then they used to catch his nose, put a bottle of rum in his mouth, and he used to be made to drink that rum. After drinking that rum, his own shoe is to be removed. It is put in his mouth between the teeth. उसको shoes दांत के अंदर shoes डालते थे. And then in the trench itself, they used to ampute the leg. Amputation of the leg could take place. See, a pain reflex can kill a man, but because of morphine, it becomes so painless that they could ampute a leg without anesthesia, and they should stitch the leg again. They should leave that person there, and they should proceed further. So the supporting team is to take him away, of course. But this was a procedure which was followed during the war only with the help of morphine injections. So morphine is a great painkiller. My father still tells me that my father had a general hospital, and those days there were hardly any specialists in Kolhapur. We are talking about 40-45 years back. So there were hardly any specialists. So my father was an all-in-one specialist. Though he was MS from Vienna, but he had all types of patients coming in. So what he used to do is, he used to say whenever a heart attack is a patient is to come, so heart attack patient is known as death pain. The pain is so severe, it is known as death pain. Death pain. And this death pain, they say only 30% of the people die of heart failure. 70% of the people die of heart. If the pain of the heart, the myocardial infarction, the pain, which is known as death pain, the people die of death pain. So whenever a patient is to come to him with a heart attack, the first choice of injection is to be pethidine. That is the medical modified form of morphine. So he used to prick the patient with pethidine, and the patients see what happens during a heart attack, any pain, when the heart is deprived of the blood, myocardial infarction, when the infarct is setting in, the heart, part of the heart is deprived of blood. The heart tries to beat faster, so the more and more blood is circulated, and this increases the pain. So what he used to do is, he used to inject us 1 cc of pethidine, and the pain is to reduce. Pain is to reduce, then the tachycardia is to reduce. When the tachycardia is reduced, the patient used to go into a comfortable position, and then of course whatever the medicines were administered after this injection was given, after this injection, whatever the necessary medicines. See, I'm not trying to project any other pathy here. I'm just telling you what is the use of opium in the crude form. Now, when we talk about the homeopathic opium, I say is homeopathic. I mean, as I told you, it makes you painless. Opium in the crude form makes you painless. You forget about all the pains. And you can endure any type of pain. Now, if a person in homeopathy, you say he is painless. Now, who is a painless person? A typical person from Mumbai who is a pickpocketer. I call him an opium person. Now, you'll ask me why? Because pickpocketer, you'll find a lot of pickpocketers in the locals, in the crowded trains. They have no pain, they have no emotions. They have got no pain in their mind. They don't realize that a poor man who has earned his wages is taking home those wages so his children, his wife, their family is going to survive on those wages. They only know to pickpocket. Whenever they pocket that money, so is there any emotions there? There's no emotion. They want to survive. And then in case they are caught and they are given to the police, पुलिस इनको मारते हैं और नेक्स्ट डे आपको फिर भी छोड़ देते हैं, बोलते कितने बार इनको पकड़ने का, पकड़ के थक गए हम, कितना भी मारो उसको, घर में जाएगा, he'll go home, he'll limping. Wife says, what has happened? The wife doesn't know what business he is doing. नहीं गिर गया, लोकल से गिर गया, that's why I'm limping. And next day again is freshen up and he's again picking. So if अगर अपने को किसी ने मारा and we get insulted, will we dare to do that thing again? No, because that emotional pain is there. But here they are absolutely cold-blooded. कितना भी मारो इनको, next day again they will go and do the same business of pickpocketing. They do pickpocketing and they are cold-blooded. They have got no emotions. So I always say opium is the biggest liar of homeopathic materia medica. वो कभी सच नहीं बोलता, and his heart also doesn't grieve that he is talking false or he is talking rot. He is always telling you lies, full of lies. Every time he can make out a person, opium person, who comes to you. For example, if he is an employee, every time he comes to you and says that, well, my granny is dying, my uncle is dying, my auntie is dying, and then I need a leave and all that. So these are the typical opium liars in homeopathic materia medica, and they continuously lie. They have no emotions. So they are during, if the person is opium addict, if he becomes an opium addict, what happens? If he doesn't get opium, even if he is put behind bars, he'll bang his head on the bars and kill himself. He'll kill himself. Similarly, opium has got no love, no emotions with his family also. If you see the homeopathic opium, he says that, well, मुझे कभी दुख नहीं होता, कभी सुख नहीं होता. I mean, he is absolutely cold blooded. He is किसको किसको कोई दुख नहीं होता, कोई सुख नहीं होता. He has got no grief, nothing. Even if, as I tell you, opium addict, we are going to opium addict. अगर इसको किसी ने बोला कि भाई I'll give you opium as far as you give me a wife, he won't mind trading his wife with the dose of opium because he needs that opium. He has no emotion that his BB is at stake. BB is at stake and he has no emotions there. So he will rather trade his wife for the sake of a packet of opium. So here, opium addiction, homeopathic opium also has got no emotions. He is absolutely insensitive, and now this is a remedy to open up a one-sided case. One-sided case is either only mental symptoms or only physical symptoms or only few symptoms. These are known as the one-sided case. So when you want to open up the case, you want the person to be more susceptible. So opium is a remedy to be given to open up the case. The case has to be opened up. Unless until the case is opened up, you cannot study the case, the totality of the symptoms. And if you don't get totality of symptoms, there is all the possibility you are missing the homeopathic diagnosis. There is all the possibility of missing the homeopathic diagnosis. So I always say, whenever a person with mental complaints come, give a dose of opium, and you will find the next visit, you'll find him speaking more fluently and more elaborately about his mental problems. So this is to open up the case or make him more sensitive, to increase the susceptibility of the person. That's why opium is known as a very obstinate remedy. Very obstinate. When the case is obstinate, for example, if a person says that my whole family is, I'm trying all my level best. I'm doing exercise, I'm doing dieting, I'm doing yoga, I'm doing Surya Namaskar, and I am off sweets, I'm off oil, सब टाइप का डाइट कर रहा हूँ, फिर भी मेरा वेट कम नहीं हो रहा है. I mean, ask him what is the history of the family. He says that my whole family history, right from my Pardada, all have been fat. So now the obstinacy of the obesity has come down from the Pardada down to the child, this great grandchild. Why I'm telling you this is this this obstinity, to break this obstinity, we think of opium. I'm not talking about obesity only. Whenever the patient becomes obstinate, कोई भी ट्रीटमेंट को जेव्हा कुठल्याच ट्रीटमेंटला दाद देत नाही, when it is not given responding to any treatment, maybe even in allopathy also, it is not in giving any response to any treatment, we have to think of opium, open up the case, make him more sensitive, make him more susceptible, and more susceptible person will act better. So opium is a remedy, which is a very obstinate case, and a similar case with the eyes of opium. When you see the eyes, they say pinpointed pupils. Now, pupils normally are very sensitive to light. Whenever there is a light, the pupils become pinpointed, and whenever there is less light, the pupils become enlarged. So they can accommodate more light. Actually, it is an accommodating response. But in opium, we have the pinpointed pupils. When we talk about the pinpointed pupils, that means they are not responding even to the stimuli of the light. Whenever you shine the light, torch in the eyes, whenever you shine the torch in the eyes, you will find the person sees that there is no response. There is no response for the with the light. So here the eyes also become insensitive. Then we have, see, most of the paralytic cases we come across. Most of the paralytic cases we come across, they say that my there is though there's a paralysis on the left side, but at night or sometimes there's a great pain in the limbs. So this is sensitivity of the limbs. But in opium, it is known as painless paralysis. Known as painless paralysis. There's no pain. So here, opium has got painlessness of a lot of things. He says that I can sleep for 2 hours and then the whole night, all 22 hours, I can be relaxed and I don't feel tired, don't feel sleepy. So all these things, they give rise to the painlessness of opium. So if we are used to eating, sleeping 7 hours, and if you don't get those 7 hours of sufficient sleep, you suffer. Or some people say that I can stay hungry for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, no problem. I can just without any pain, without any distress, I can remain hungry. So all these things count into opium, where the opium patient will always say that it doesn't make any difference for him. It doesn't make any difference for him, where even if that particular thing is not given to him. That means he becomes obstinate, or there is insensitivity, and to develop the sensitivity, we think of opium. One of my friends, one of my students in my earlier days of practice, she came to me. She said that she is engaged. I said, "Congratulations, good looking student." And she said, I am engaged." I said, "Very good. And what does a lucky man do?" She said, "He's a doctor." I said, "That's also fine. Where is he from?" She said that he's in the next adjoining town. So I said, "Fine. So you are marrying in the same vicinity." She said, "Yes." "तो आपका मायका भी बहुत पास में है?" She said, "Yes." So she said, "I have a strange problem." I said, "Yes, you homeopaths are famous for strange problems." So she said that, "Sir, किसी को बताने का नहीं है." I said, "नहीं बताऊंगा." Today also I'm not telling her name to you. Anyway, so बताएंगे नहीं. I said, "What is it?" This is, "Sir, it is quite embarrassing, but I pass schools once in 8 days." Remember, my dear friends, what she said? She passes school once in 8 days. I said, "No distress." She said, "No distress. Every See, every day I have 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, और बीच में कोई खाने को स्नैक्स मिक्स मिला वो भी खाती हूँ. I said, then last 2 days slightly the circumference of my abdomen increases by 1 or 2 inches, but I always wear loose clothes, so it doesn't bother much. And seventh or eighth day, I get an urging for stools. I go and sit, and I empty my bladder. I empty my uh, rectum in one shot. Again for 8 days, I can go on. I said, "That's a good thing. At least you don't have a problem. Anywhere you go, you have to go and pass schools." He said, "No, that's not a problem. What if my husband's family comes to know that I pass schools once in 8 days? They'll say, क्या है? Some अलग चीज है." So I remember, my dear, if you are used to passing schools twice a day, and if you cannot go the second time, you are in distress. If you're used to passing stools every morning, and in case you are traveling and you cannot go in the morning, and probably you go in the afternoon, you're totally uneasy and distressed. So this is nothing but pain. This is a pain which you feel. But opium is having painless constipation. Painless constipation. No, no urging for 8 days. Even if the person tries to go and pass schools, he cannot pass schools. But after once in 7 8 days, they say no urging for couple of constipation for couple of weeks, or couple of days, not couple of weeks, not couple of days. So here, without, see, now for example, if your stomach is not clear, if you are not been able to pass stools, actually you don't feel like eating much. When the drainage is booked, drainage is choked, nothing is going to go down. So here is also having opium is also having this, what we call it, here, she told me that her appetite was normal. She could have 3 meals a day. That is heavy breakfast, good lunch, and good dinner, plus any snacks in between the meals she could consume, and she had a good appetite also. So now this is the thing where we have an upper hand with the other pathies, where this type of artistic medical science, artistic science we are practicing, and this type of artistic, I mean, this type of pure and rare patients we can treat, and this is one of the remedies called will be opium. So opium is having, I mean, constipation for couple of days without urging and without distress. That's more important. Without distress, even if he or she does not pass stools for 4 5 days, and once in 4 5 days, if she is passing stools, there will be no distress at all, nothing. She will say, "Well, I pass once in 7 days, and there is no distress. I, I'm, I mean, I can eat well, I can sleep well, I don't feel bloated. Last 2 3 days, okay, fine, slight bloating, but that doesn't bother me like a flatulent remedy." So this is what is opium is. So here, ladies and gentlemen, I think you have understood the crux of opium. The what we say, I always say that this is the one we have. See, I am explaining you. I'm only trying to bring out the interest in you, because all the text you have to read it from the textbooks. I'm not here to teach you the text. आपका सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट जागा करना है मुझे. You have to be interested in reading the text. So once that I can provoke the interest in you to study the text, but I'm not going to teach you the text. But this type of a broad outlook of what we call broad outlook of opium, and whatever people you're going to find in the society will give you a better perspective in reading opium, and you'll enjoy it. Now we are opening up for question and answers. Any questions? Any questions? No questions? That means you have followed everything. Is it so? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You have followed everything?
Yeah, sir.
Good, yeah. I'm supposed to be a very good lecturer, that means.
Yeah, sir. That's what we said.
If there are no questions, that means either you have not understood me, or either you're sleeping.
Yes, sir. Post lunch.
Yeah?
No, sir.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है ना?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, shall I end the lecture?
Yeah. So you are going
It
to
was-
continue opium, or this is enough for opium?
Opium, I have given you a general idea of opium.
Okay.
Text तो आपको ही पढ़ना है.
Yeah.
Text आपको ही पढ़ना है. I am not here to teach you text.
Yeah, that understood.
Interest provoke करना है. Why you should read it? How interesting it is. Opium. Yeah?
Sir, for unconscious patients,
Yeah, we
it can be
talk
used.
about painlessness. Even if you feel doesn't respond, then it's opium.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, then what remedy you gave to that woman?
Opium, my dear, I told you. I gave her opium.
And then it became normal.
Yes, she last time I met her, she said that she can pass stools once in 2 days. That is every alternate day. That's not bad, right? From 8 days to alternate day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.